This coin is smaller than a bottle cap. It is not diamond. It is not encrusted with jewels. And, in 2021, it sold for $384,000. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why and what to look for if you ever want to find something like it. Most people think old coins are valuable just because they are old. That is wrong. This coin proves it. There are coins from the same century worth $5. This one broke 6 figures. The reason comes down to 3 things, and I am breaking down all 3, plus the wild history behind why this coin even exists. So first, where does this coin even come from? Memmingen is a small city in southern Germany. But back in the 1600s, it had a status most cities did not have. It was a free imperial city, meaning no king, no prince, no local ruler controlled it. It answered only to the Holy Roman Emperor himself. Free cities like this had a rare privilege. They could strike their own coins. And when a city wanted to prove it had money and power, this is exactly what they made. Now here is the part that changes everything. 1623 sits right inside the 30 Years' War, one of the deadliest conflicts in European history. Germany was ground zero. Armies were burning towns, and most cities were broke, taxed to the edge, just trying to survive. So think about this. While most of Germany was falling apart, Memmingen struck a massive gold coin, 10 times the size of a normal gold piece, in the middle of a war. That is not an accident. That is a message. Let's break down the name. A ducat was a standard gold coin used across Europe for centuries, trusted, consistent, about the size of a dime. A 10 ducat coin means 10 times the gold in one single piece. Coins this large were not for buying bread. They were built for one purpose: to impress. Diplomatic gifts, political statements, proof that a city still had serious wealth, even during a war that was bankrupting everyone around it. And because of that purpose, almost none were ever made. Here is where the value really starts to click. Only a tiny handful of these 1623 Memmingen 10 ducat coins are known to still exist today. One graded example of certified MS62 Plus by NGC, one of the top coin grading companies in the world, is essentially the only one that has ever hit public auction in modern times. Compare that to something like a quarter. Billions exist. This coin, as far as public records show, functionally one of one. And that number is the entire reason this coin is not worth $500. It's worth hundreds of thousands. So let's get to the number everyone is here for. This coin surfaced in the Paramount Collection sale, auctioned by Heritage Auctions in March 2021. This is one of the biggest world coin sales in history, totaling nearly $42 million. Before the auction, experts put a pre-sale estimate on this coin of $30,000 to $50,000. Already a big number for one coin. But once bidding opened, collectors from around the world went after it hard. Final price? $384,000. That is almost 8 times higher than the top estimate. When a coin blows past its estimate by that much, it tells you something. The real number of people who wanted it versus the real number of coins available was nowhere close. So why exactly did it explode past the estimate? 3 reasons. And this is the part every collector needs to understand. First one is the condition. Graded MS62 Plus, meaning almost no, where despite being nearly 400 years old. Second, the true uniqueness. When something is functionally the only known example on the market, price stops being about gold weight completely. It becomes about owning something nobody else can own. Third is about the story attached to it. This coin represents a free city standing strong in the middle of one of history's worst wars. For serious collectors, that history is worth just as much as the metal. Now, you are not going to find this exact coin in a flea market. But here is the actual lesson. Coin value is not really about age. It is about the combination of rarity, condition, documented history, and how many collectors are chasing the same piece at the same time. A common gold coin from this same century might sell for a few $1,000s. This one, because almost nothing else like it survives, broke into 6 figures. That gap, that is the entire game of numismatics. So to recap, a free city in the middle of a war, struck a massive gold coin to prove its wealth. Almost none survived. One certified example hit auction in 2021, and it sold for nearly 8 times its estimate, landing at $384,000. This is exactly why rare coin history is worth paying attention to, because most of the value is not in the gold. It is in the story. If you want more breakdowns like this, follow along, because there are thousands of coins out there with stories